This is a short video on some of our most commonly asked questions about pricing and options. Hey, this is Kenneth Furton with Real Estate Photographer Pro. I'm at our homepage. You can see at the top left-hand corner, realestatephotographerpro.com. You can click right here and order and book a photo shoot. You can go here and see our portfolio. You can page down, see our promo reel example of our works. You can see right here more examples of our edits, examples of some of our marketing videos here, which I'm going to show more of. Here's a basic drone video, walkthrough video. If you're wondering the quality of our walkthrough videos, if you're curious to what we do with 360 plans, we can do that for you. Got an example there, and then I have virtual edits here. If you're needing some virtual edits, we can help you with virtual edits. We can do virtual sunsets, virtual sky change outs for, if you're trying to create a, night theme, but we did the photos in the middle of the day, we can do that. Or if you just have an empty space, it's the clothing store where we did virtual edits. And then here's a short slideshow with more demonstration of virtual edits and a list of virtual edits that we can do for you. Common question we get asked often, how many photos do I need? It's really up to you and the size of the property. We do have on our pricing page suggestions, but 25 photos will cover a small starter home. And this is an example right here, small 25 photos, small homes. I think this was probably less than 1,000 square feet. But usually if you've got a home on an average lot that's under 2,000 square feet, 25 photos will cover it. There's an example of that. Here's the other end of the spectrum, a large house on a large property with barns and shops. So you always want to take in kind of on our pricing page, the suggested quantities is covering the house based on square footage. And it's just an average. Every property is a little bit different. What you want and need can vary. You just need to let us know. So this home is, probably 45 photos because it's a large house, 2 stories. It also had a lot of property with it. And then they also ordered drone photos. We get a lot of questions about drone photos. And the first one we have, and the first choice is elevated photos. So if you have a house on the side of a hill, it's over at Timsford Lake. It's on a lake. It's on a hill. This house is in Franklin. It's on a hill. So when you're standing in the front yard and you do the front photos, you're kind of looking up to the house. So they just needed a couple of drone photos. And let me go over to the pricing page real quick, just to sorry for scrolling down there. So here's our photos, suggested quantities in square foot, and then suggested times, approximately how long it would take to do the photo shoots. And on drone photos, we have suggested quantities and suggested scenarios. So this one I'm referring to right here is $100, 4 to 8 foot photos. It's elevated, so it's only like 50 feet up, and it's for a house that's on a side of a hill. This is not going to cover a farm. This is not going to cover if you're trying to show where the house is in a neighborhood, next to a golf course. There's a river there. This elevated $100 photo shoot for drones is not that situation. This is for a house on the side of a hill. Let me go back to that example right here. Sorry, right here. They just needed a couple photos to show how this house sits on this small lot. So it's a small lot, large house on a hill. The next scenario is, sorry, here we go. You've got 10 photos. We go up to 100 to 200 feet. It takes about 30 minutes. You need 8 to 10 photos. It's about roughly 2 acres. So it's still, probably a large house on land. You want to show a little bit of the land. That's that scenario. Now we're getting into these last 2 scenarios where it's property, large house, small house, doesn't really matter, but you've got a lot of land that needs to be featured, and we need to go at several different altitudes to show that property. And I think I have an example pulled up right here. Here's a large property, a lot of land. It was really an average house. It was a nice house over in Lewisburg, so we shot the home photos. Had a lot of features to it, so I think we did about 35 photos because it was a very interesting house. But then they needed to show the property around the house. They needed to show the actual land it was on, and then show what was around the property. So they needed more photos, more altitudes. They needed, top looking down. They had two driveway entrances and a third driveway at the back, kind of a road going back to the shop and the barn in the back, and they needed to show all those features. And they also needed property lines. Property lines are extra. We can do that. If you can, we'd like for you to supply the property lines, and that would be a special edit. And property lines start at $35 for taking a photo and doing property lines. Now, there's a third category of videos that would be the marketing videos. I'm going to go back to the pricing page here. So that's the different type of drone photos. And then there's basic drone videos where we just fly over the property and it's a basic video. So let me see if I have an example of that. That's like this right here. It's just a basic video, has the address, flies over the different angles of the property, points out the different features. It's underscored with music. It's all synced together. It's a short video. And we price those based on the size of the land, and that's listed out on our website. Then there's this next category, a marketing video, where you need to tell a story about the property. You need to point out the features. This one is an apartment complex. So one of the things we're pointing out is, where is the apartment complex? What community is in? What is it close to? Freeways, highways. So it's more of a sales presentation marketing video. So we call them a marketing video with call outs. So it has pop-up call outs. And then we have pop-up animations that animate the different features of the properties. So this is 6 different buildings that are animated in this green highlight. And then we have property features and slides. And this is the what we call a marketing video. And we'll go back to the pricing pages. So when you page down to real estate, that's a walkthrough video, 360 videos, YouTube videos. Then marketing videos with pop-up animations are listed out right here, $775, $850, and $1,600. So it varies. It depends on the size of the project, how many features we need to call out, how much video time you need the video to be, and then how long is it going to take us to put this together? Because it starts with the concept, the outline, the shooting the property, and then editing it to create a marketing video. Let me show you one more marketing video. This is for a property. It's in Franklin, but it's really close to Leaper's Fork, so they wanted to show that it was in that area. And it has sound effects. It has first close up of the property. So we show about 50 acres, I believe, show where it's at, the relationship of where it's at. So instead of trying to say it's in the middle of nowhere, we're trying to say it's in the middle of everything, and it's conveniently located to these communities, these schools, these shopping areas. And then it zooms in, pointing out the interstate, distance even to Nashville and the airport. And then we're giving a close-up of the property lines, creeks, septic tanks. So anything that needs to be pointed out in the video, we can call that out with pop-up animations and notations. And then it's going to switch over to a basic drone video. So this is a sales presentation marketing video that really has, in this example, 3 different chapters to it. So we're flying over the property, and then we're going to summarize it and come down close. And then we're going to end it again with the address. So that's a much more complicated video, much more customized video, and every marketing video is different and every price is different per marketing video. So that's a couple of examples of our photos, basic photo packages, basic photo drone packages for different situations and different scenarios, and then also covering our marketing videos. So Let us know if you have any questions. We have examples on everything on our YouTube channel. You can always get to our YouTube channel by going to Real Estate Photographer Pro, and then just go to the very bottom of our website, and you'll see a link over to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.